All right, so we're gonna start now.
I'm ready for real.
Kim, no more shrimp pics. No more toilet pics. Oh shit! The doorbell just rang.
No.
That's perfect. Perfect. Here we go.
Wait, what could it be?
Oh god.
Are you wearing pants?
You guys are in jail.
I don't like that. That's dumb.
Well, get out of there. You could have left.
No.
Why didn't you leave?
I don't know.
All you have to do is just walk out the door.
Okay. I do that.
They kill you.
Oh no! You said I could
no!
leave.
You could leave.
You
It was your
told me.
choice. I told you, and you did. I was not wrong.
Ah, shit.
You left. Oh, you died too. Oh, beans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
Now
door's
you-
locked.
It is. But you can, do things. You're people. You can get out if you wanted to.
Sure.
But now there's someone else there. Who's that?
I don't like it. I hate this.
You hate
But also,
this.
I'm asleep, so technically I don't even know what's happening yet.
Well, now, actually, yeah. What happened when I did my sessions with Martin and Ben individually, you wake up shortly after this.
Oh.
So you are still sleeping. I will tell you when you wake up.
Okay.
But at the moment, just a quick recap. You guys fought, the Lich in the tower. Alexander went to sleep in his soul gem. You brought it with you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. And you also you also looted his home, which is cool. You got arrested. You closed the door behind you, which was a big point of, stress between you and the city guards.
They don't know that we closed it.
They watched you close it.
Did they?
You walked out and they were waiting for you, and you said, "I'm gonna close the door."
I did, yeah.
And then you said, "Is it magic shut?" And I said, "I don't know." And you said, "I check." And I said, "It's closed."
Okay.
So basically, you walked out in front of a bunch of armed guards, holding a monster head, and you shut the door behind you and checked to make sure it was locked. So that's where you're at on that one. You got arrested. You got interviewed individually. You gave conflicting accounts. Some of you were extremely forthcoming. Some of you were not. And some of you pretended to be a weak child and got them on your side. So, you've been in jail ever since while they check things out. And you've been having dreams, various different kinds. Lily's been having dreams about threats or offers, I guess.
In exchange for murdering all of us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That the Lich claimed he would return her husband to her in exchange for her murdering everyone. And she says that she has been refusing, and there's no reason to not believe that. And now here he is in your jail. And that's where we're at. So, Lily and Lena are awake, and they watch him enter. Lena, you do anything?
Yes, magic missile.
I don't think I don't have that.
You don't.
She could.
I think she just kind of grabs Lily's hand and
Lily? Oh, go ahead.
I think she'll just kind of say to Lily, Lily, I don't want to die.
You take Lily's hand, and she doesn't look at you. She doesn't take your hand back. She's staring at this figure, and she's trembling. It's dark in there, right? It's nighttime. There's some torches, but it's just dim torch light. This man enters, and he closes the door behind him, and you hear him suddenly whisper sharply, "Lily! Lily!" And he begins moving down the hall. And he reaches your cell and looks inside, and he sees you two standing there. And he runs to the bars, and he grabs them, and he says, "Lily! Lily!" And in an instant, she pulls away from you, Lena, and she is at the cell bars, and she reaches through, and she takes hold of him by his cloak and slams him against the bars, screaming, "I will fucking kill you where you stand. Take his face off, you goddamn monster. I swear to any god listening, I will remove your limbs one by one and fucking enjoy it." And this is where Thott and Nefmir wake up.
Oh boy.
Because she was quite loud. So at this screaming, the man actually smiles softly, and he puts his hands on her arms, and he speaks very quietly. I think probably only Lena can hear, especially since Thott and Nefmir are just waking up. But he speaks very quietly. He says, "Take a breath, my Lily. You're safe." And with those words, the anger melts off of her face, and she collapses against the bars, sobbing these deep, heavy sobs. "My boy, oh, you smell the same. Gods, you smell the same. He did it. He really did it." And the man pulls a key from his cloak, and he separates himself from her and the cell door, and he goes to unlock it.
Fuck.
So he unlocks the cell door, and she bursts out of it, and they hold each other tightly for a while, and they're both crying now. He moves his mouth to her ear and whispers something, and she stiffens abruptly.
Can I see what he whispered? Is he facing me? Is there dim lighting?
There is dim lighting, and if you angled, you could probably see. Are you trying to angle?
Yep.
And you're able to read lips? Is
Yes.
that right? Okay.
Yes.
So you are examining him. You're watching this whole interaction. He leans in and he whispers to her, inaudible, but you watch his lips move, and you're fairly certain he says, "Is this them?"
Oh boy.
He pulls away from her, and he looks at you, Lena, and he looks over at the other cell at Nefmir and Thott. And he says, "You have my utmost gratitude for taking Lily in as one of your own. Come with us. The guards are asleep, but not for much longer." And he moves down the corridor and unlocks your cell as well, Nefmir and Thott. And Lily stays immediately next to him the whole time, holding his hand.
So you're just alive now?
So it would seem. Come with
And
me.
you're just totally aware of us being buddies for the last weekish with Lily.
know many things now. We have to go now. Let's go. And he and Lily start heading for the door.
Okay. All right, I walk with them.
Right? How about Lena and Nefmir?
Nefmir just kind of glances back at his cell, but just kind of goes and follows Thott.
And Lena?
I feel that.
What would they do?
What'd you say, Kim?
I'm thinking, what would Lena do?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can, is it an issue of not trusting him? You can insight him, things like that.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you guys, you're playing D&D, you can do things too.
I'd like to do that. I'd like to insight check him.
I know. So I should say, I'm not trying to shame you for not doing things. I'm saying that I'm bad about kind of railroading you, and I'm trying to get better at that. But we're kind of in a position where we're in this situation. This is what's happening. There's a lot of exposition to do, but at any point you can do anything. Right? This is D&D. You can do anything you want. I'll have you roll, and you can do it. So don't forget that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I guess with that suggestion, I will do an insight check on him.
Oh boy.
Words.
Okay.
Rather, Nefmir will.
Yes.
Forget about that.
Benjamin's insight is very good.
Oh God.
I mean, I'm old.
Old and ugly.
Old. You are, taking this all in and watching him carefully, both of you, as he speaks with Lily, as he speaks to the three of you, and you can see what can I say? You see that he's sad. More than anything else. He looks sad, which is strange because he's alive again and he's meeting his lover again. He should be happy, but he looks deeply troubled and sad. But you don't feel any You don't feel any danger from him at the moment. He's not you both have a very good idea. You're honed in on this guy, and it's very clear that he is not trying to trick you into anything. He's not trying to entrap you. He means what he means. He wants to leave. He wants to take Lily, and he wants you to come.
Oh, that's gonna be a tall order.
All right, so you guys are going with?
Yes.
Is Nefmir going with?
Nefmir is basically just thinking, like, why do we suddenly have to travel in this direction? Wouldn't it be more important to, make haste to where we can meet up and at least communicate with Cleric Yenben? Just, I guess I wouldn't be communicating this to the party necessarily, but that's kind of what he's thinking. So I guess I'll just kind of burst out and be like, sorry, so like kind of to reiterate basically, what was Aaron kind of alluding to us all just doing then?
Leaving.
I mean, yeah, we should.
All he's said so far is the guards are asleep, but they won't be for much longer, and we need to go.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Nefmir goes.
Okay.
If Nefmir goes, Lena goes. A bit
Okay.
begrudging.
All right. So if you follow him, he'll go back out the way he came, the way that you were brought in. As Captain Digger Mosby informed you, there was a guard posted outside the door, and he is unconscious on the ground, and he is snoring softly. Aaron looks to you all and says, "Only the guards in the dungeon area are sleeping, So move quietly and follow me. So if you would like to move quietly, please roll a stealth check.
Oh, fuck.
Do we see our stuff anywhere?
First things first, stealth me up.
At least I don't have to roll disadvantage this time.
Yeah, because I took your armor off.
Guess I didn't need to make Aaron do that. Let's see what we got. Overall, not super.
He's trying to sabotage this whole thing. I don't trust this guy one bit.
I mean, you're not moving. Nothing is terrible. None of these are terrible stealth checks. At the worst, it's Lily, who is, understandably shaken. She's still literally shaking a little bit. She is not thinking carefully at the moment. She's following Aaron and she's bumping into things, but it's not. Nothing is strange about the sounds that are coming from this area, right? People are supposed to be in here, regular shuffles are probably okay. And you begin to move through the dungeon area. Lena, you want to find your things?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, God. There have
Yes.
now literally been Dungeons and Dragons.
You're welcome.
Oh.
You're welcome. You can see, I mean, there's nothing labeled. Do you want to check rooms as you go through?
Are we gonna get to? Well, I guess
I should explain where you're at. Sorry. So you've left the actual dungeon area, like the jail cell area, and when you leave, it kind of opens up into a hallway that it looks more like an office than anything else. You know that you've been taken to the city guard headquarters in the city. So this is a fairly large building. There are different wings of it. You are in the dungeon wing. So this area is just things that have to do with people who are in the dungeon and people who handle the dungeon everyday stuff. Right? So
I'm gonna try into it where a passageway might be, where contraband is being held. So
Sure.
Our stuff.
Okay.
What would that be? Would that be perception, investigation?
Investigation, I'd say. And anyone else who wants to look for, their things, you can do an investigation roll as well. I know, Lena, you wanted to do that. Okay. Nefmir, you begin kind of searching out for your things. Both of you start to sort of slow down. You're following Aaron still, but you start to slow down and you're kind of peering around corners. You're looking around things. You're looking through open doors, and Aaron turns around and says, What are you doing?
I need my things.
Okay.
I feel pretty naked here without my stuff.
I understand. Be quick. And Nefmir, you have an idea of where you might be able to find it. Maybe this area sort of nearby the jails. There's a desk by it. You open up that door, and it's a records room. You don't find any chests or anything that would be able to hold any items, any armor, any things like that. It's just records of prisoner intake, etc. Lena, you are able to find the room with your things. Again, it's more of a secure room. There's a desk in front of it with a sleeping guard. The door is locked, but the guard has the key on him. You can very easily figure that out. You open up the door to the room, and you can see many shelves with your items that are sort of strewn out around it. Your bags are on the shelves as well, and all of your things are just spread out, and it looks like they are currently being processed. They have tags with numbers on them, things like that. You find Alexander's soul gem, and there's a note attached to it that says, to be identified. But as best you can tell, everything seems to be there.
I'm gonna grab all of our stuff, and if there's any paperwork on the desk directly pertaining to our things, I'm gonna snatch it.
I don't think there's any paperwork in this room.
Okay.
Just the things.
Okay, there was a desk, so I wasn't sure.
Right. That's more just for like a station to. I guess the paperwork that you would find there are more like records of who's going in, who's going out, that sort of thing. Sign-in sheets or stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are able to find your things. I guess the most. You grab everything, I assume.
As soon as I see that she's found that room, I go in there and get my things.
Nephmir does the same.
Okay. I guess the most important thing to check then is what do you do with your armor, Thott?
I can't put it on.
I mean, it would take 10 minutes.
Right, so don't have it on.
Okay. So you just kind of like sling it over your shoulder, something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you tell me.
Do that.
Like, how do you want to carry your armor out of there? Because it doesn't fit in a backpack.
Right.
Yeah. Can we just toss some of the stuff in the bag of holding?
Yeah, we have the bag.
How big was the bag entrance again?
I believe your armor would be able to fit in the bag.
Then we stuff it in there.
Okay.
Same with mine.
Stick it in there.
It's in the bag now.
All right.
So I have my sword. I don't even get my shield out.
Okay. You put that in the bag too? Yeah. Or you like strap it to your back? You can do that.
Actually, yeah, you know what? The shield's on my back.
Okay.
I wouldn't put that in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I put the fist on. Why not?
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm going to take my necklace off and my staff, kind of like snap it off, and put the staff in the bag of holding. I don't want to accidentally clang anything on the way out.
Okay. Lily seems hesitant to step away from her husband at first, but eventually she takes her things as well. And, just kind of like sweeps them all off the shelf into her bag and then goes back to stand with Aaron again.
Okay.
Okay.
As soon as I got everything, I'm back with them.
Okay. Let's see. When you're finished, Aaron leads you back through the main area to what seems like, it kind of feels like a higher up's office. There's no one inside, no one's sleeping. Whoever this is has gone home for the night. He doesn't need to be there. He's a higher up. And he leads you through this office where you find a broken window. And he kind of like clears a little bit more broken glass off the edges, and he looks back and says, "Let's go." And he hops out the window.
This is on the ground floor?
Yeah, it's the ground floor.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm going through.
Everyone else going through the window?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see.
Were any of the guards that were sleeping female?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm taking note of it.
Okay. Just checking. Let's see.
Now that we've lost our detective, Kim has become the new detective. I
Lost
guess.
your
No.
detective?
If
Oh, yeah.
If I need to use a disguise self, I don't have to worry about my voice.
Oh,
If I
okay.
can-
Cool.
Wow.
Let's see. So, now that you're on the ground, you all hop out the window after them, and by the time that you are on the ground, you see that Aaron and Lily are already heading down a nearby alley. Are you going to follow them?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yep.
Unless anyone says otherwise, I'm just going to assume you do then. I think this takes some new stealth checks
Oh.
now that you're out the door. Oops. Oops.
Oops.
A bunch of noisy peepuses over here.
Yeah. I think one of the first things you do is you go running around the corner to chase them down the alley, and I think you bump into somebody. It's actually maybe two people. There are two men who are clearly extremely drunk, and they are coming from a bar, maybe heading on their way home. And you bump into them, and they go, "Hey, I'm sure you're going fucked."
Wow. Do we all
And,
bump into them?
No, just one of you.
Okay.
Nefmir bumps into them.
Like, sorry, I thought you were an old friend. I'm not really seeing it straight. He's just deliberately trying to slur his speech.
Do a deception check. Or performance check, whichever one you would prefer. Performance for pretending to be drunk, deception for trying to deceive.
It's literally the same value, so I'll just do I'll do performance, sure.
Holy shit. All
Very
right.
cool.
Wow.
You have so much practice with this. You spend enough time around bars, at taverns with drunk people. You know implicitly how they work, how they act. You do a perfect drunk, and the two look at you and go, there's nothing. And you hurry on. They are leading you out of the city, taking various back alleys and things. But eventually you reach the city walls. Oh no, I forgot. I had...
Sneaky music.
sneaky music.
Oh.
So, you're making your way out. Eventually you reach the city walls. And as you know from when you came in, the doors are open. They are kept open, but they are guarded. And you see two guards manning the way out.
Oh.
Aaron and Lily kind of stop at the edge of this alley that you're currently in and kind of take in the scene. They're watching the guards. Both of the guards, they're very relaxed. They're not really at attention, but it's wide open. And they are there, and they're talking to each other. Aaron turns around and says, "We're gonna have to get through these gates if we're gonna leave, but I get the feeling that I get the feeling that you are currently fairly recognizable."
Well, how many half-orcs are around these parts?
He There's a kind of a half smile. Not a lot.
Well, I don't know what to do.
I guess I'll cast disguise self on myself to look like one of the sleeping female guards.
Okay. Let me see. I need to. Yoop. I need to roll a dice.
A die?
You're fine. A die. A die. A die. All right, you cast disguise self. Nothing happens aside from the spell working, which is good. No music starts playing, things like that. There's a cat.
Do I
Good
know
cat.
that that's the thing that one can do with magic?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know if I do or not. I'm not sure how, like...
Oh, why don't you do an Arcana check?
I don't
See
know
if
how-
you are aware of this.
how losing my mind I should be. Oh my god.
You've never heard of this before. Not even once.
Shit. I
So
don't know.
Lena just morphs. Like you look away for a second, you look back, and she's a different person now.
I pull my sword out like I'm gonna fight her.
Does nephew knows what he's doing?
I
What's she
assume
doing?
so. I assume so.
He's
I don't need
got
to roll for that.
You are a magic user who is capable of using that spell.
I was
I'm completely okay with that line of reasoning. I'm gonna console Thott. Be like, it's all right. It's just Lena.
really?
If I
It has nothing to say about this. Lena's just watching
like-
Thott freak out, and she's like,
like if I weren't sure Thott, I would be blasting that thing.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh god,
Hey,
you know
Thott.
what? Go ahead, Kim.
About drew his sword at me. So isn't he a horse?
No,
Oh.
I rolled really well.
yeah.
We're okay. But while it's out now,
You sound very far away again.
yeah.
It's my phone's charging. I'm sorry. Let me put it back.
Start charging it before we play,
I
dude.
did.
Come on.
I did, but
Get a longer
Get a
thingy.
longer copper. It's a long cable. What are you doing?
not that long.
It's a pretty long cable. Anyway,
Make it longer.
what are you
Since-
doing, Lena?
Well, since
Um,
I pulled my sword out and felt the rush of 100 horses, I'm
Mhm,
not
mhm.
putting it back because I
Okay.
know that I might whinny.
Okay.
No, she's gonna tell you to put it back. And hold on. Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Now move the phone out from the blankets.
Right.
Sorry.
The
Bud, please.
the mic is covered by.
You
All
are
right.
we're unpleasant in every way.
You
I'm
should
so
have just said she
sorry.
was Sonic.
I think it's fine.
Okay. We're good now.
Okay.
I sheathed the sword
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
on this council.
And she'll just say she'll just say come with me. Let's go. I'll talk to them, I guess.
Okay.
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 Aaron raises an eye. Raises an eye.
His eye is
just
suddenly
rises out.
3 inches above the other one.
He raises an eyebrow and says, "Okay, lead the way." I think. Why don't you guys give? If you're interested in Lily, you can give me an insight check as well.
Interested in Lily? What does that
If you're
mean?
interested in Lily, just like knowing how she's doing, because she's not talking. She hasn't said a word.
Right. I was making a Segs joke.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I think, Nefmir, you can tell that she's uncomfortable. Lena, you can see, you've had a lot of conversations with her. You're fairly close to her. she is deeply troubled. I mean, this is, it seems fairly obvious to say, you could probably guess, but now D&D officially, you are aware that she is deeply troubled. She's just sort of, looking at the ground and holding Aaron's hand, She doesn't seem anything like the person that you know at this point. She is quiet and reserved and just staring at the ground. And we're all gonna follow you out.
Okay. While we were in the jail cells, the guards, when they interacted with each other, did they have any like formal greetings, or did they seem like normal people? Like, it's a small town, but
yeah, they had a password that was a combination of 32 alphanumeric characters,
really?
a number, some you need at least one uppercase. They just said hello.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Now there's nothing special. This is a large city for the island, but it has very much small town vibes to it.
Okay.
They are. You would probably understand that they don't deal with a lot of serious problems, right? They're more of a thief deterrent than anything else.
So I will approach him and say good evening, and just be very forward with them, just going right up to them.
Okay. And the rest of you are just following behind her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. These two guards look up, and they look fairly taken aback as this woman that they know is leading a big old group of people that they recognize.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they see me, I will say, hello.
They look at you and they look back at Lena and say, Jess, what's going on?
Story with the tanner checked out. Digger Mosby was gonna let him out tomorrow morning, but then this one came for this one. She points to Aaron and then points to Lily, and decided to ask me to escort him out, make sure they don't cause any more trouble.
Give me a deception check. Actually, first, give me a performance check.
Performance. Okay. Come on.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Now give me a deception check.
Oh.
We should start a traveling troupe. We're so good.
Yeah, really. You guys are great.
Can I have advantage because my performance is so good?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I was actually just about to say that.
Deception.
Okay.
Good thing we got
All
that,
right.
huh?
So they kind of take that in, and they kind of look you all over, and one of them says, "You talked to Captain Mosby tonight? He's off tonight."
Well, he stopped by when the story with the tanner checked out. I mean, he's off, but word gets around.
They kind of look at each other and say, I thought he was out, busy with his kids. So I guess it's late enough they'd be home already.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like him to put in the extra hours."
I mean, this is these rascals here have made quite a ruckus. I think even he knows that we need to keep an eye on these guys.
They look back at the rest of you again and say, Yeah, I think it'd probably be better for everyone if maybe you just moved on, eh?
And Jess is nodding.
All right, you can go through.
All right, thank you. Be back soon.
Wait, where are you going?
Making sure they leave the city. Making sure they leave the city walls. get far enough away from the city. You don't really want to keep them around here if they've got all this trouble following them around.
I think that's going to need another deception check.
Nethmir's kind of glancing at
You
Lena.
can. Sorry, you can have advantage again. Sorry, go ahead.
Nethmir's kind of looking at Lena, just like stop talking, please stop talking, please stop talking. Just gonna give him that look with his eye.
They kind of exchange a look and say, "That's really not necessary." But I guess.
I don't
Okay.
know. I might come back in if no one's escorting me.
Do you want to push your luck there, bud?
Come
She
on now.
kind of glares at Thott, but like, in a way to like play along.
Oh, I mean, I guess. I mean, we'll be here, so yell if you need anything. Don't go too far.
Okay.
It's not super safe out there.
It'll be all right.
All right, have a nice midnight walk, I guess.
Thanks. I'm actually quite looking forward to it.
Your midnight walk with a bunch of criminals. Have fun.
Thanks.
And they let you through.
Okay, we go
You
out.
rolled very well for that. Congratulations.
Yeah, wow.
As you lead, you eventually get out of eye line from those guards. And Aaron and Lily move ahead of you and start leading off of the road.
I'm gonna go
So,
off of
just to be clear, you are heading back out the way you came in, actually. Heading back to the east along the road that you came in on. But now you are leaving the road and heading to the north, which is kind of in the same direction that you met Lily in the first place. And they are just wordlessly taking the lead and moving into the more wooded area.
So, where exactly are we going?
Aaron turns back and says, "Away from the city." And then Lily says something to him, but it's not in common. I think those of you who would recognize it as Elvish. And he answers her in Elvish, and they just kind of start chatting back and forth in Elvish.
I think if we're far enough away, Lena's gonna drop her disguise and just be like, I think this is far enough.
He and Lily turn around and say, No, that's probably a good idea. Here, get your things together." And Lily starts kind of strapping. She doesn't have any armor specifically, but she starts like strapping her utility things back to her. Starts like putting her sword belt on. She's got like a belt with knives on it and stuff like that.
I'm
He
gonna
says,
start.
I think this is a good place to take a breather before we keep moving.
Okay.
Not before you tell us where we're going first.
Well, anywhere you want, I guess.
Insight that.
Okay. He's not lying. And Lily starts talking to him in Elvish again. And they
I'm going
start-
to take this opportunity to put my mail back on.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you're doing, you can go ahead and do it. You've got, I mean, this is basically a short rest, but it's not like you need to roll any hit dice or anything like that. At some point, Aaron and Lily kind of wind up moving a little bit away, still completely within, like, you know, within sight of the rest of you, but they move a little bit away, and you can see that they're talking. That was a lot. They're still speaking in Elvish to each other, and it's starting to get a little bit heated. Not like anger, but passion. Like passionate words.
What kind of passionate?
Why don't you give me an insight check?
Okay.
Are they within earshot?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to.
I should say they're within earshot at the most passionate points. Like when they really start speaking loudly and passionately, you can hear what they're saying.
Okay. All right, fine. I'll just put on my armor, just like what the Thoughtman is doing.
Okay. Thott, you are, trying to hone in on, like, you don't understand a word of what they're saying, but you're trying to kind of get a feel for it. And as best you can tell, it's just passionate words of strong opinions. Not anger, not like passionate love, just very passionate opinions. They feel very strongly about what they're saying to each other right now.
Okay.
So you guys get your armor on and take a breather. On an environmental note, it's kind of a beautiful night. The moon is full, comes out from behind the clouds, and suddenly everything is bathed in moonlight that's coming through the tree branches, and a cool breeze rustles the leaves, and these shadows kind of dance across the ground. And it's then that Aaron and Lily return to the group. And Lily seems a bit more normal. She seems much more like her old self again. And she sort of takes a step forward and takes a deep breath and speaks. You have to run.
From what?
From me. You have to run from me.
Okay.
This lich thing has us by the short and curlies. He's revived my sweet boy here, but and she kind of trails off and looks to the ground again, and Aaron continues for her, and he meets your eyes with a very strong gaze. He says, "My soul belongs to him now. I had no say in this matter. The power that he wields is, well, I would have said impossible. If Lily fails to do his bidding, he will take me to his side, and he threatens to do the same to Lily if I do not follow his will as well." Lily raises her head and takes another strong step forward and says, "So you have to run. If I don't turn on you, he takes my Aaron to a fate worse than death. So you run, we chase. I trust that you can keep one step ahead." It's the only way.
For now.
Lena's gonna turn and run.
Nefmir will do the same.
Okay. You turn to run, and as you turn, a familiar voice whispers through the night. The adventurers believe they have found a loophole. And floating between you and Lily and Aaron is the skull that you defeated just 2 days ago.
Hey, you
The
said
Lich.
he was dead. You said we killed him.
The Lich is as you remember, but you can see the moonlight shining through him. Much more translucent than the last time you saw him. He turns to look at Aaron and Lily and says, "There is one problem with your plan. There was no deal made, no terms discussed. There is only my will to be realized. If you do not kill them, I take your souls as my own. Make your choice immediately."
Attack him?
What?
Huh?
Say something?
Can I attack him?
If you'd like.
I would like to.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm going to clutch my necklace and do a blue bolt at him.
Okay. With that, I mean, that's gonna hit. Why don't you all... Hold on. Why don't you all roll initiative?
Oh, no.
I'll put you guys back a ways. Something like this.
Oh my god.
How's that look?
I have to click on my token.
Oh, my
no.
God.
Oh my god.
That's what I do. Can't do that.
Can I click my token and or can you just set it up? I guess you
Yeah, just click your token and oh, you did it already. Okay. I will give you one. Here you go.
0.
Yeah, you have to click on it and add your shit.
What?
Oh, I suppose I could probably use some of that. Hold on. I forgot. Hold on. Dice. Okay. Yes, the blue bolt hits him.
Okay. Woo woo. Let's do this at level 2.
Please do. Okay. So
just,
so tell me what happens there.
she glares at this thing and clutches her necklace, and just a blue bolt suddenly shoots down from above him and hits him. And
Okay.
She just glares at him, but also backs up a little bit because she did not cast mage armor before doing this, and now she can't do anything else.
Okay. This blue bolt, it very strangely, it hits him, but it very largely passes through. You watch some of the energy dispel onto him, and his form quavers a little bit, but the vast majority of the energy rockets through him and blasts into the ground below. Oh, and I have to do... Whoa, let me try that again. Okay. Okay. Let me give them some rolls, hey?
No. Don't do that.
I mean, you're fighting. You did the fight. Let's see.
I didn't do it.
You did the fight.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, jeez.
I
you
didn't
did the
even turn
fight.
around.
You sure did.
I
Oh,
didn't.
Boy. I can't believe you did that.
Hey, you should re-roll that one.
Why is that?
Because it's too high.
It is. It does seem very high, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oops, and this is also that. Okay.
Wow, this lady's really feeling it.
Yeah, she is. By the way, this is what Aaron looks like, just so you have an idea without having to zoom super far in.
He's very pretty.
He is. He's a pretty boy. Okay. Thott, what do you do?
Oh man. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna ready an attack.
Okay.
So if anybody closes with me or either of them, if anybody gets within range of me, basically I will attack.
Okay.
But other than
Sounds
that,
good.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna unsheath my sword. So, but I think
Yeah, fair.
I'm fine. Yeah. All right.
You have your shield too?
Yes, that is. I stopped carrying that on my back once I put my armor on.
Okay. All right. Then you ready yourself for action. Aaron, you see his lips set in a grim line, and he pushes up his sleeves. Lily looks between the Lich and her husband and you three, and she looks more like a lost child than a battle-hardened warrior in this moment. A choked sob escapes from her, and Aaron squeezes her arm. She looks at him and then slaps herself in the face and stomps the ground. She looks at the Lich again with that unbridled fury that you witnessed in your last battle together, and she turns her eyes to you. That's that. Aaron drops to all fours,
Oh God.
and you watch as he touches the ground and he speaks a few words, and suddenly from either side behind him, two huge dire wolves appear from the ground, and they look like this. And those dire wolves come springing forward. One heads straight for Lena.
That's
Uh-oh.
what I do.
Guess what you do?
I do the thing.
Go hit it.
I think I did.
That hits.
Okay. Ow.
Let me see. Okay. Oh, you did the con save already. Good. Boy, you're really good at not neighing anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Very
Now.
cool. You slash that thing, and it is. Let me just make this explicitly clear. It is big. This is
Yeah.
not a normal wolf. This is a big fucking wolf. All right. This wolf is about as tall as you are, maybe taller,
Oh.
without standing on its hinders. It's just a big dang wolf. And you carve into it, and it growls in response, but it's already zeroed in on Lena, and it makes a big bite attack.
I would like to impose disadvantage on that.
You may. He does not get her.
Oh, thank
I
God.
think between that big slice you took out of it, maybe you also bash into it a little bit as it goes for Lena's throat. It misses completely and spins on its heels and turns to face you. The other one bounds forward as well, and this one heads straight for Nefmir. Does a 15 hit.
First off, I am going to use Entropic Ward.
Okay. Can you put that out so I can see what that is? I forgot. Specifically, anyway.
Let's see. I am clicking it. It's in my feeds. It's not cool. There we go.
There it goes. Oh, sure. I mean, it. And it did. Yeah, you can use that. It missed anyway, but you imposed disadvantage, and your next attack roll against it has advantage. That's fine.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, a 15 missed.
I'm asking, did a 15 hit?
Well, 15 would hit. Yeah.
Oh, it would hit. Okay. Let me.
Because I'm sorry, I'm dumb. My armor class is 13, so yeah, that would hit.
Okay. And this one hits as well, actually. This one, he rolled an 18. So if a 15 hits, then he does hit, unfortunately. Let's see. You take 10 damage. Got a big bite.
For me, sir.
It's a big bite, and give me a strength saving throw.
Oh no! Wow.
Okay. Like this is a huge wolf that barrels into you and bites you good, but you manage to stay on your feet. Next up is the Lich, who curiously does nothing but sort of float away from the action.
What a bitch.
Nefmir's up. So unfortunately you do not get advantage on that wolf now because he did not miss.
Lame.
Worth a shot. Let me just double check the.
It's a cool thing.
I had started to speak, but then I realized I was on mute, so.
I see.
Can I just quick summary what I was rambling about? Alright. So with the Ring of the Grammarian attached, or, equipped, I am going to call upon its power and cast Crows of Madness.
What?
Oh!
Madness.
So I'm just gonna slap that.
Sure. Let's see.
And I'm going to target specifically the wolf in front of me.
Okay.
If that, target one target still applies.
Yeah. Oh, first of all, let me. I need to see how this would work with the spell that Aaron cast, so one moment, please.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna get a beer.
Okay.
A beer?
A beer? Okay. Sure. I just needed to make sure that they weren't, immune to, charm or whatever spells because they belong to Aaron, but it doesn't say anything about that as far as I can tell. He just summoned some animals. So there we go. Let's see now, what the fuck does Crows of Madness do?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll wait for Ben to come back and then I've got it, I think.
Oh.
I guess if you guys would like to take a break while he does stuff and go to the bathroom or something, you can do that.
I don't need to pee.
Break
Okay.
time.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Oh, okay, never mind. Here we go. I wanted to make sure that you could affect these animals because they were summoned by a spell. But as far as I can tell, he just summoned some wolves. So they are just some basic wolves that were summoned by magic. And you can do whatever the fuck you want to them. So, crows of magic happens. Crows of madness happens. Normally, Crown of Madness would create a twisted crown of jagged iron that appears on the wolf's head. In this case, though, jagged, twisted, metallic crows burst forth from you, and they fly straight over to the wolf. And they grasp the wolf, and they kind of dig their talons in a little bit, and you watch this red madness take its eyes once again. And it seems very similar to Crown of Madness, except the crows flap their wings, and it lifts off the ground. And now this wolf has a fly speed of 30.
Oh my god.
That may or may not be a good thing.
Yeah.
It says it must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself. I mean, yes, it can. Right now, it's right in front of you, but it can move in the future. It has to attack first, and then it can move. And it has a fly speed of 30.
Okay.
There you go. Crows of Madness.
Wow.
Would you like to move?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move.
Because it's currently full of crows, it would not take a reaction hit of opportunity on you if moved away. Yeah, because it belongs to you.
Okay. How far back does this particular map go?
I can make it bigger. I planned for
make
this.
That bigger, please.
Last time, you guys went off the map, so I doubled the map.
Oh my god.
So are you moving?
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you were gonna zoom out. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Sorry, that's it. I doubled it.
You
that's all.
control the zoom, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't honestly catch that. It actually took.
Oh yes. Yeah,
Sorry.
you can pan and control your zoom.
Each square is 6 feet, or is it 5 feet?
Say that one more time.
Each square is 6 or 5.
5.
Okay. I'm just gonna hang out like right next to this tree, then go full 30 back.
Okay. Keep in mind as well, like there are all these trees covering everything, but these are leaf coverings that you see. You can move underneath these trees. Like there are you know,
Yeah,
the actual.
I figured those were trees.
Yeah, I mean they're trees. I know you know they're trees. I'm just saying, don't think that you have to move around these all the leaves and whatnot. You can move under them.
That's what I was assuming.
Can I eat any of the trees?
If you want to spend your turn trying to eat a tree, this is D&D, and I'll let you.
I really want to do that, but he wouldn't.
Dota 2.
This is Dota. This is
Oh
Dota.
shit! I forgot about
is Dota.
tangos.
This is Dota. Didn't you realize it's D and Dota?
Don't say that. I'll start doing
Defense
Dota
of
things.
the defense of the dragons.
Oh my
So,
god.
Lily is grunting and breathing ragged and harsh, and she's stomping the ground and slapping herself in the face, and she leaps forward and she collides with Thott,
Ow.
and her great sword is out and does let me make this private, does a 25 hit.
Yeah.
You take 9 damage.
Ow.
And she's going to hit again.
Please don't.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay. All right. Next is Lena.
Mm. I'm going to. What would she do? I'm gonna move up 1
Okay.
range, but I haven't left the range of the
Yep,
wolf.
I know. I gotcha.
I'm continuing my concentration on the lich,
Okay.
so I'll roll damage again.
Holy shit. Okay. The same thing happens. The majority of the energy from this blast sails through the lich and slams into the ground, but you do watch his form shake.
All right.
Thoughts up?
Oh. Okay. I am going to slap this dire wolf,
Slap the dire wolf.
but with a sword, not with my hand.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the
Okay.
sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess. That did it.
Okay.
You hit it.
Oop. And I guess I'm just gonna do that again,
Okay.
because I don't know what else to do. So, well, actually, that's not true. I'm gonna punch it.
Okay, punch it.
I can do that, right?
Yep. Nice. That's a hit.
Okay. Oh, I
You
guess
got a new
it does damage, doesn't it?
Attack button too. Yep, it does
Okay.
the exact same amount of damage as your poor sword swing earlier.
Yeah, that's
But it
lame.
also pushes it 5 feet back, which incidentally slams it into this tree.
Wow, that tree's gonna fall down, probably.
The tree shakes violently, and so does that wolf as you slice it once and then bash it backwards into the tree, where it then takes an extra 2 damage.
I was gonna say 1, but
I mean, it didn't it didn't go that far, and it
Yeah,
was
I
a
know.
bad roll, but it's something.
mhm.
So let's see, 12 and 2. Okay.
Yay.
Yay, wolf. You want to move?
No.
Okay. Let's see. It's Aaron's turn, and he's going to. Let's see. I think he's still down on the ground from summoning the wolves, and he stays there. He actually goes onto all fours, and you watch as he transforms himself into a dire wolf.
No.
And is that the whole turn? Yes. He's now a dire wolf. And I think he comes running up to Thott. But he has used his action to turn into a wolf, so, you know. The Lich seems... You hear
May I-
him... Oh, go
May
ahead.
I ask when the other two wolves have their turn?
Oh, you're absolutely right. Thank you. The wolves have their turn on his turn. So you can do something with yours. I'll do something with mine.
Sweet.
It's gonna get off the tree and go back to Thott. Actually, you know what? No, it'll go for Thott. You just punched it into a tree. It's gonna attack Thott. Does a 16 hit.
Oh.
That's sweet.
Okay. You bash it away with your shield.
Yay.
What does your wolf do?
Come on, it's a dire wolf. I'd like to think I merely deflect its blow. I don't think
Sure.
I'm that strong.
The red dot is
Um,
yours.
My flying wolf is going to take a bite out of that tree trunk
Okay.
because it has to attack before it moves.
Yep.
So that's what it's going to do.
It let's see. It
Make it-
got a nat 20
Holy
to
shit.
bite the tree. It just tears
Wow.
a huge hunk out of this tree. Oh man, he just drops it to the ground, but this huge chunk of bark is torn out of this tree. All right, go ahead and just go off, I guess. Where does that wolf go?
That tree bark is not worse than the bite.
Thank you. Okay, all right. Where does your dog go?
He's gonna fly right at the lich head, I think. So like here.
Okay. Is that good, or you want to move it right here?
Yeah, right there. That's
Okay.
good. Actually,
Sounds good.
actually, let's not have his butt right at the wolf at the lich. So yeah, that's good.
Okay,
That's friendly.
it's friendly.
I don't think
Okay.
it's friendly. It's a dire wolf that
It
is
is a dire
flying
wolf.
because of a murder of crows is
that,
carrying
that placement of the wolf is friendly to me.
to you.
Yeah,
Okay,
To you
My
specifically.
choices.
Got it. It's Nefmir's turn.
that makes sense.
Wasn't it the Lich's turn?
Yeah, it's the lich's turn.
Is it? Oh, you're right. It's the Lich's turn.
No, don't
Thank you
remind
for
him.
reminding me. Yeah.
Watch Miguel, rules lawyer in here. You're gonna love it.
The Lich watches this wolf get carried to it by metallic crows, and it's watching it. It's like gnashing at the air as it's being carried over to it. And I think you hear the Lich just go, and it disappears.
Okay. Like it just fades.
It
and it's
fades
gone?
away.
Okay.
Oof.
So I skipped again. It's Nefmir's turn. Doop, doop, doop.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's okay. Let the bad guys take their turn. You can pass me up. No, you can't. So I'm gonna move right. I want to move here. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast with force. Well, I guess 2 Eldritch Blasts with force.
Okay.
Right at this wolf here.
Okay.
So let me.
Optic
You
blast.
mean with like
optic
with
blast.
force push powers?
I'm Cyclops. And as I say that, then one of my eyes just pop out of my skull.
Oh
And
god. Oh
that's
no.
No, that's not actually.
You Eldritch blast so hard your eye pops up.
Oh god.
Okay.
That's one.
That's one.
That's
Nice.
a Maga.
Big hit. That
Big hit entertainment.
That hits. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Boom, boom. And you're pushing as well, right?
I am pushing I think it's 10 feet. Is what I think. Yeah, I'm pushing with the full 10
And
feet.
you push this huge wolf. It collides with the Aaron wolf, and they both tumble backward. Aaron gets pushed back by the follow-up force, and he hits the tree, but not very hard. And this guy hits the tree as well, very hard. And this. Okay. You slam this thing again and again, and you're tearing pieces of wolf flesh off of it, and then the final straw, it slams into this tree, and you hear its spine break, and it hits the ground, and it disappears.
Well, at least it disappears, I guess.
Yes. Very cool. Lily is enraged and furious, and she is just hacking away at you with her greatsword. Does a 26 hit?
Yeah, You know it
She's
does.
doing a really good job.
Can she not? Is there a way for her to not be doing that?
She rolled max damage, 15.
Oh,
Jesus.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And one more big hit. Does a 13 hit?
No, thank God.
Okay. Yeah, she's just hacking away at you. And just a reminder,
I'm
not
bleeding a
telling
lot.
not telling you specifically to do anything, just want to remind you of the rules. You can hit non-lethally
Right.
to knock out.
Mhm.
If you are holding back because you don't want them to die, you can do that.
I don't know.
Just so
Maybe
you
I
know.
want to kill her.
You can kill her too. This is
I know.
D&D. I just want to remind you, you can do anything you want,
I know,
baby.
I know.
Okay. I'm letting you know. Because we don't
Never
play
got
very
to
often. I want you
be-
to remember the rules.
I never
Lena's
got the
up.
opportunity as a young lad, but I feel like I should probably play Murder Hobo at some point in my life.
Okay. I'm going to. That thing's
It's gone.
gone, so
It's
I
gone.
can do that thing. So that means I can do other things.
You can do other things.
I'm going
You
to.
can do anything. That's been the theme of today. Don't forget, Dungeons and Dragons means you can eat a tree.
Okay.
Well, you can try.
I'm going to go here
Mhm.
and look at Lily, and let's see. Lena holds her necklace and says to Lily, "You are bound by my magic and unable to attack." And I'm gonna cast suggestion on her.
Okay. Very cool. What is it? A wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Can you tell me what the roll is?
She got a 17.
Why?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm going to.
Go ahead.
You said 17.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my first 3 points to bend luck,
Okay.
and I'm gonna subtract a 1d4 to her roll.
You're going to subtract a 1d4. Okay, roll a 1d4.
One.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She looks at you, and you watch her eyes sort of glaze over for a second, and then she shakes her head violently and screams with rage, and now she's looking at you.
Uh-oh.
Thoughts up?
Jeez. I want to punch her with the fist.
Okay.
Ugh.
That one does not hit.
Fuck.
You can punch again if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay. There. Is this really
Jeez.
random? I don't think this is really.
It
random.
is
Come on.
ish, probably.
Come on. All right.
Probably
well,
random.
I guess what? I don't.
You
Okay,
don't
hang
punch.
on. Hang
this turn.
on.
Oh, well, yeah. What's up? What's up, baby? What you want to do?
You know what? No, I don't need to. Nope. That's it. My turn's done.
Okay. This wolf gets up off the tree and runs down to Thott. Actually, this one was hit. It just watched that other wolf die. Aaron just watched Nefmir massacre the hell out of his wolf. I think he goes down there. That would be... Yeah, there it is.
If he passes me, does that mean I get to hit him?
Yes, you can hit him. I'll say yeah.
Can I punch him?
No.
Ah, okay. All right.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Nice. 9. Okay. Gets to Nefmir, does a 23 hit.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits.
It's one of those 23s that hit. Okay.
It's one of those 23s that hit.
One of them.
Would your armor class ever be 23?
I have no idea.
Late level. Oh, you mean Nefmir?
Anyone.
Maybe,
I mean,
maybe,
anyone.
yeah,
Could anyone's
someone
armor class ever be?
could, depending on combination of magical items and things.
Okay.
19. Nope. 21. What? Nope,
That-
that's not. I'm doing the wrong fucking things. I got confused. Not damage. It's 7 plus 3, 10 damage.
Okay, that's more reasonable.
Sorry about that. I got
19
lost.
damage.
Where I
Jesus
looked
Christ.
looked at the wrong place. I looked at my D20 instead. I was okay. 16 plus 5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you got 10 damage there, and roll a
yeah,
strength saving throw.
I
Please.
calculated that. It's applied.
Roll your
Alright,
strength savey.
Huh?
Strength saving throw, please.
Sure.
Ooh.
You have been knocked prone by a giant wolf.
Fancy. That means I'm at disadvantage, right?
It depends
how
on
does-
what you're doing, but
Okay.
largely, yeah. Next up, nothing happens that you see for the Lich, and now it's Nefmir's turn. You are on the ground below a wolf. You are not held there, but that is where you are.
Yeah, that's very understandable. What should I
You have teleport.
do? Don't. Maybe I should,
Oh.
but I can't get that now.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Bad.
Also, I think
What,
it
what
takes a lot
level
of
is
time.
teleport?
5? 5.
I
Sorry,
couldn't-
what? 5th level spell.
Yeah,
And
I
think
couldn't
it takes
even have
10
that
minutes
right
or
now.
something.
What? It takes
Is it?
16 minutes? Isn't
10
there?
minutes.
Is there a short range blink you can do?
Yeah, it's called Blink.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
What
a spell
level is
called-
Blink? Wait, I'm gonna stop.
2 or 3.
I'm gonna stop asking unproductive
Yeah,
questions.
go ahead, do think. Also, your wolf. Oh, the wolf. You could move
Yeah,
your
I
wolf as
can-
well.
That's true. That should come first because it's not. It's gonna choose not to attack anything because it's not that beastly and stupid. But it will fly. Let's see. Let's do it. I'm not gonna do diagonal. No, it'll just be here.
Will you here? Oh, you're gonna move it.
Yeah. It's gonna move.
Okay. It gnashes at the air as you move it along. Sorry, where are you going? Just right around here? Or
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
So wait,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It can move one more block.
yeah. Okay, sure. Here is good.
Sweet. Okay. Your turn then. What does Nefmir do?
What does Nefmir do?
What does Nefmir do?
I guess you'll just. We'll have to do Eldritch Blast at disadvantage from this pronity. Like,
Yes.
what does prone affect?
So
besides
prone,
everything?
you will have. Let me see. I've got it up here. Your only movement is to crawl unless you stand up. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and an attack roll against the creature has advantage. So while you're down, the wolf has advantage on you. You have disadvantage on anything else. But just as an aside, your ranged spell attacks are at disadvantage anyway if you are not far away from them. Because you're within 5 feet anyway, you would have disadvantage. So you kind of got 2 disadvantages. But it just counts as 1.
Yeah, that's not fun.
What if he used free strike though? That's not a ranged attack.
Sure.
He already used his grammarian though.
Oh,
That's true. Yeah, I can't grammar any harder than that. So is that actually 2 disadvantages if I try and?
No, it's just the one.
Okay.
They don't stack without homebrew.
Sure, I'll just do 2 Eldritch Blasts, repelling with force. In let's see, where's my free hand, and like this. Hold on. What am I trying to use? All right, this is the tool. This is my tool.
Is your tool?
Am I using the right tool? Yeah.
Oh, that tool.
Just in that general direction.
Okay.
2 Eldritch Blasts.
Blast it.
I've got disadvantage enabled. It's numero uno.
Okay.
Don't know if it hits or not. Let you decide that.
The first one does not hit, but the second one sure does. It doesn't do a ton of damage. The first one, there's this wolf bearing down on you from above, and you aim your hand out to hit it, and it bashes your hand with its head as it's gnarling at you. Mm-hmm. And the second time, you get it more directly underneath the thing's head, and you rocket this thing back away from you, up and out. Since it's sort of like at an angle from below, it doesn't move the full 10 feet back, but it goes into the air somewhat as well, and falls here. Did good damage though. And you are no longer in range of that wolf, so if you wanted to stand up and move away, you could without getting bit.
Oh, can I move the full 30 or
standing
half?
Right. Standing up takes half.
Standing up takes half. Okay, sure. So I will stand up, and I'm gonna kind of just. Where is? Hold on, let me. Okay, I'm gonna just move. Then just kind of cower under this tree over here.
Okay. All right. Guess what she's gonna do? Right, I'm using.
Is she gonna swing her sword?
If she does an attack, I would like to use my shield power again.
She will attack, and she's going to attack Lena this time.
Yes.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Wait, was that the second roll?
That was the first roll.
Well, what's the second one?
I haven't rolled yet.
We'll do it because I have protection.
Oh, you're doing it right now. I see.
Yeah.
The second roll is, does an 11 hit?
It matches. That means it hits, right?
It does hit.
Come on. God damn it.
Cast your dang mage armor, baby. Okay. You take 10 damage.
Okay.
From the first hit, and I think she starts to bear down on you with another one, but she stops, and instead she raises her leg and she kicks at you as hard as she can. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
You take 5 damage, and let's see.
It's a strong kick.
Her kicks are strong.
You are kicked 10 feet away.
Okay.
Wow.
So I'll put you like here.
Cool.
Lena's turn.
Okay. Am I prone or I'm just?
You are prone, yes.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay. You stand up and there's a huge wolf floating next to you, just gnashing its teeth.
I see the crows that's like, oh, Nethmir. I think Lena's really desperate.
Nethmir's crows, we all know those.
Lena's really desperate. I think she's gonna try the same thing again.
Okay.
And she stares at Lily, dead in the eyes. She has Lily's attention now, and she's gonna try again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she says, "You know what I am capable of. You are bound by my magic and unable to attack."
Okay. Wisdom save.
Let me know what that roll is.
It's an 8.
All right.
Oh.
So, yeah, you watch her eyes kind of glaze over, and she freezes. Her body stops moving. She doesn't move an inch. Her sword is held out in front of her, and her arm kind of trembles to hold it in place as she freezes in front of you.
Great, then I say time to go, and I run.
Okay.
I'm running away. That's all I can do, because I was prone.
Okay. Thoughts up.
Okay. If I dash, does that mean I can move 60?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, we can. Oh, that's just 30 anyway. If I move past the wolf, is he gonna have an attack on me?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Most definitely.
But he just landed on the ground, right?
He can get you.
Well,
That'll be a disadvantage, but
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go there.
okay.
And let's see. What am I looking at? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up is Aaron. He stands up on all fours, and he looks around. He looks back at Lily, and he suddenly whips up onto 2 feet and morphs back into his elven form. Swoop. And he sees Lena sprinting away, and he yells, "If you leave, she dies!" And he casts a spell. Let's see. Make a dexterity saving throw, Kim.
Okay. Dex save. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Let me. Let me draw a shape.
You're gonna draw a shape.
I'm gonna draw a shape. Yoop.
It's a box.
Yeah, it is. It's actually a cube. Let me see.
Cube is 3 dimensions, Dan.
It goes up. You can't see it because you're in the third one.
Oh my god.
It goes in you.
Oh
Boy,
can it
I don't
not?
ever use this dice. Where are you? Where are you, dice? Where are you, dice? Dice? Around.
It's a
Come on
die.
now. Dice.
It's one. It's just
Where's dice?
one. Oh, it's a die.
2 and. Sorry. Having a hard time finding these dice.
What
Do
are
I
you
not have
doing?
another one? Oh, there you are. Holy shit. Alright. Holy fuck. Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna. Just so you don't think I'm trying to murder you.
You're gonna take proof of this.
Proof.
Wow.
Oh
So,
my god.
I think you're trying to kill us.
let's see. So, Lena, you are running away and you hear him cry out that your leaving means her death. And as he finishes that statement, the ground shakes beneath your feet and suddenly a fountain of churned earth and stone erupts underneath you and hurls you into the air and bashes you around with all of this dirt, and you come falling to the ground, and all of this dirt comes crashing down on top of you, stones bludgeoning you, and you take 33 damage.
What's the conditions for an instant death? Double my max HP?
Hold on.
I think it's that. Yeah.
Just want
If the
I don't-
damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum, you suffer instant death. What's your maximum health?
to 38.
Woo!
Wow. Okay.
We're
What
gonna
did
be
you say?
okay.
What was it again?
33.
Okay.
Hey, you scared the shit out of me, bud.
Well, she's down.
Oh, is she down?
down.
Yeah.
Is she down? The funny thing is that the wolf is also down.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Also, that was a concentration spell, so,
Oh. Lily's eyes deglaze
Son of
like
a
a
bitch.
like a pan of good fond being released by a fine white wine.
Did you just say fond?
I did.
A pan of fond being released by a good white wine? Is that?
I did say that.
What does that mean?
You don't know what that means? God, learn your cooking. My goodness.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Wait, onion.
What did you say about onion?
The same.
Okay. All right. So both of them are down. And
Wow.
that cube is currently, or not cube, that square there now is currently difficult terrain. So your movement is halved.
when you go over it.
Each 5 foot square takes 10 feet to cross. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. It's the Lich's turn. He ain't there. Nefmir's up.
Boy, I can't wait for him to come back. It's gonna, like, we're basically gonna die.
Let's see. Forget. Do I have a potion on me?
I don't know.
Yeah, I do. I forget how much of those heal.
2d4 plus 2. So you can
Okay,
type /R 2d4 plus 2. And drinking a potion is a bonus action, so you can still have
Okay.
your action.
Okay, well I'll drink that potion then.
Chug it, baby.
2d4 plus 2, you said?
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, can I just click that? No, I can't.
Hey, I can type it in for you if you want.
Bro, he said if you
no,
/R
I'll-
2d4
I'll
plus
just go
2.
for it, I don't care.
What'd you say? Okay. Oh no. So that's 5.
Okay. So I will heal 5 then. That potion of healing is gone. Is that just like consumable? Like it's not even like an empty bottle at that point. Or
I
it just
mean,
be-
you can keep it as an empty bottle if you'd like.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that it disappears. So.
Becomes unbound from the
Depends on
plane.
how video gaming you want this to be.
I don't care. It's fine. It would be weird for the bottle to disappear. So
It would be weird.
you get 5 HP back, and you
And then
just
I'm just
watch
gonna.
this dude explode Lena and your wolf.
Yeah, Nefmir is real angry about this. He's just, he's in survival mode at this point. This dead asshole is just obliterating us, and he's gonna be a dead asshole again. At least I'm gonna try that, and do 2 Eldritch Blasts right at his back.
Okay.
Scratch that Eldritch spears, and then just, right in my, in this general direction. So, I guess you'd go 10 feet that way. So, to intend for him to land switch cursors, intending for him to be pushed right there.
Hit him up. That'll hit. Okay. That'll hit. Okay. Let's see. Okay. You send him sailing, and he is getting hurt. That did a lot to him. He is bloodied, and he is struggling to get to his feet. Would you like to move?
Yeah, I think I do. Does the board go any more left? Yeah.
No, it does not.
It does
But
not.
I can
Okay.
make it if you'd like.
Just for the sake of easiness. Yeah, actually, just increase that. Increase that boy. Increase the boy, please.
Boy increase.
Give me extra boy. Okay.
You need so many boys.
I'll be there.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's just grass or whatever.
Yeah,
Or the
it's
same
grass.
thing.
More trees, same thing.
Actually, it's a big cliff. You just died.
Yeah, boy, I can't believe you walked off that cliff, you dumb idiot. Oh my god. She is back to her senses. And just in time to watch Nefmir hurl her husband into the air and take a few chunks out of him. But she is no longer raging because she was commanded, or suggested, I suppose. And she runs over and she pulls him to his feet. And while doing so, sees Lena unconscious in a pile of stone and dirt. And she looks truly upset. She looks like her heart is breaking. And I think that's her turn, helping up Aaron and taking in the scene of Lena unconscious on the ground. Lena's turn. I'm gonna need a death saving throw.
Here we go. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's one down. Thoughts up.
How do I keep her from dying? I have no potions.
If you have no potions, you can attempt a medicine check to stabilize her.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm checking to see what that's supposed to be. But yeah, all you have to do is just roll a medicine check.
Okay.
Um,
How can I undo this?
Oh, great.
nonsense I put down. Sorry.
what'd you say?
How can I undo these lines I put down?
Oh, you can click on them and just press delete. You need to have the select function selected, then you just click on them and delete. Yeah, I didn't know how to do that at first either.
Thank you.
It was upsetting. Yeah, that was a fantastic medicine check. I mean, I think maybe in this case the medicine check, the stabilization, is really less along the lines of doing anything to medically stabilize her vitals, so much as it is pulling the stones and dirt off of her face so
Okay.
that she can breathe. I think that's what it comes down to this time. She is stabilized, but she is unconscious. She
Yes.
won't die, but she is unconscious still.
Yes.
Unless they
Okay.
hit.
Unless they hit you.
Right.
All right. And that's it for you.
Well,
Unless you want to move.
no. And
Well,
I
you
could.
can-
I could do. But
You can do whatever you want.
I'm
baby.
not going to. Instead, I'm going to look at the two of them. And, Jeez, I don't know. Fuck. He's not very
You're
good
gonna
at
fuck?
this. No, I'm not.
You're gonna look at the two of them and fuck.
Well, I mean, I can't. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Okay.
No. No. Anyway. Ah, God. You know, he's just gonna look at them and shake his head, and that's it, because he can't think of what to say.
If that's in character for Thott, then I say roll a persuasion check, honestly.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Roll it one more time.
Okay.
The first one was for Aaron, but I gave you advantage for Lily because Lily knows you and she seems obviously distraught about seeing Lena like that. And you can see a visible change on her face, the guilt that is sinking deep into her right now. You can see her hurting, and she's hurting hard now. And now it's Aaron's turn. And Aaron, let's see. Yeah, I think he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. All right. He got a big beating from Nefmir. So he takes a moment after Lily hauls him to his feet, and you watch some of the wounds close. And it's Nefmir's turn.
Let me give me a moment to think. I'm going to, let's see. Can Lily and Aaron basically make out the expression on my face if they're looking at me right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be just giving them like the sternest damn look that I can make. I can roll for that if you like.
Okay. You want that to be a persuasion?
Yeah, let's make that persuasion.
Okay. Okay.
It's whatever. And then I'm going to just cast 2 Eldritch Blasts. One right here, targeting there, and one targeting right here.
Oh, okay. Why don't you make that an intimidation check as well, then?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will do those spears then.
Okay.
That's the first one next to Aaron, and that is the second one next to Lily.
I think it's kind of reminiscent of what he just did to Lena on a smaller scale. Suddenly the earth around them explodes as these arcs of energy burst out of you and slam into the ground on either side of them. And now, Aaron is caught off guard by this, but Lily, she's overwhelmed. She's looking between Lena and Thott and you, and she spends her entire turn kind of stuck in a state of confusion or just being unsure about what she's doing. And Lena, you are unconscious. It's Thought's turn, but you're not rolling a death save, which is very good.
Yeah, that's great.
Thought's up.
I know it's not fair that we brought you into this. But it doesn't have to be this way.
She looks at you and says, "What choice do we have? Tell me the choice. Tell me what to do."
One thing is clear. Either I'm going to kill that thing, or it's going to kill me. But if I can get to it first, there's some way we could keep it from taking you. There has to be. If he takes you, well, we'll get you back. I know that doesn't sound like much, but that's all I can offer. Unless, well, I'm not very good with magic. But I know several people who are.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Oh,
And do it one more time.
with advantage again?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I clicked it. Oh my god.
You see your words getting through to them and they clearly feel it, but they exchange a look. And Aaron says, anything that's powerful enough that can do this, that can pull me from my plane of rest and own me. And he says that it sounds like he's going to vomit. Own me. It cannot be defeated. You have no chance. But nonetheless, he spends his turn speaking with you and not attacking. And at that, the Lich returns.
No.
He phases into existence and speaks. He says, "You have waited long enough. If you do not end it, I will end you." And you all hear a voice. Even Lena, you're unconscious. You see nothing, but you hear a voice, and it's a voice that you know. And the voice sounds urgent and says, "My friends, how important are these people to you? Quickly." It's Yenben.
Can I reply if I'm hearing
You can reply, yeah. What do you say?
Well, he's never talked to me before, right? It's only been
No, he's never talked to you, but you...
using magic.
Correct. You know that he does speak with Lena like this.
Hello?
Okay, you say hello.
Yeah, he's kind of confused.
Nefmir, what do you say? Do you respond?
Nefmir's going to respond. Nefmir is going to say... Oh, give me a second.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I'm whispering to you because I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Let's see. He's gonna just shout, important enough to not let that thing get its way.
Okay. The moonlight is suddenly eclipsed by a gigantic shadow in the sky, which grows rapidly nearer. And suddenly a new light illuminates the area. Intense orange flames explode from the shadow, crashing into the ground around the lich. And there's suddenly a massive impact that threatens to throw you from your feet as the shadow hits the ground where the flames burn, skidding from the speed of its descent. Moonlight and firelight both dance off of metallic golden scales, and wings unfurl and beat one time, powerfully, blowing out the fire that has begun spreading throughout the dry grasses. Nefmir and Thott, roll a Constitution save.
Ooh.
That's definitely an ooh.
As an ooh. Thott and the other two manage to stay on their feet, but Nefmir, even as far away as you are tossed back like paper in the wind. You don't go far, but you are off your feet and you land on your ass, and you wind up looking up. What do you do?
Him specifically?
But any of you,
Whoa,
aside from Lena.
what's there? Is this a dragon?
This is a dragon.
Oh, Jesus.
I think both Lily and Aaron, they stay on their feet, but both move backwards in unison as this huge dragon lands right there.
Oh, f***ing hell.
The dragon opens its mouth and looks straight down, and now you can see that the flames have cleared. It holds, somehow, the ethereal form of the lich under one of its massive feet, and it speaks, deep and powerful, and resonates in your chest. You and your master overstep your bounds, servant of Yurgle. And the lich's voice hisses from beneath the dragon. It was you at the tower. Tell me, dragon, was that not interference as well? It seems we are even. And the dragon pushes down harder on the lich, and its feet start smashing into the dirt around it. And what of Yurgle's interference in your transition? Would it not have failed entirely if not for him? And there's silence from the lich now. Interference on your behalf once to save you, and once to revive the elf. I invoke the pact and remove him from Yurgle's thrall, effective immediately. And you hear a gasp from Aaron as he suddenly begins glowing lightly. Lily turns to him and they take each other into their arms and hold each other tightly. She drops her sword, and after just a moment, you watch as his body suddenly dissipates in an instant and blows away on the wind, leaving her alone. And there's a sudden blast of that cold energy, and the lich disappears from underneath the dragon and instantly reappears behind Lily and surges through her body and out the other side. I keep my word, orc. And he disappears. Lily's body rocks backward as it exits her, and she crumples to the ground.
God damn it. What's the dragon doing?
So, now you find yourselves in a peaceful, quiet meadow with a huge dragon looking down at Lily's body.
Hello.
The dragon turns its head to look at you and says, "Hello, Thott."
You know my name?
I do. And with that, the dragon's body glows with a bright gold light and shrinks quickly down to your size. The light fades, and before you stands Yenben, cleric of Windy Borough. Yup.
Oh. So, who can become a dragon?
He smiles softly and says, "I can become a human."
Oh. My.
And he makes his way toward you and over to Lena. "Wake up, child." And he casts healing word on you, Kim.
Cool. How much, out of curiosity?
13.
Jesus. Well, he is a fucking dragon.
So, Lena, the last thing you remember
You take
is
away my.
the world. What was that?
You take away my ex, please. I'm not dead.
The last thing you remember is the ground exploding around you,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a faint recollection of hearing Yenben's voice. And now you wake up, and both he and Thott are standing above you.
Where's Lily?
Over
Meanwhile,
there.
Nefmir is getting up and just kind of slowly making his way up.
Okay. Yenben looks toward Lily's body and says, "I am sorry, my friends. I fear I underestimated his power in his current form."
What do you mean?
I did not expect for him to evade me in that way. And now he motions at Lily and falls silent.
Guys, I
Lena's
think we should
just
go check on her.
What'd you say, Kim?
Elena's just gonna start crying.
Okay. He
So
will
you're a
very awkwardly
dragon?
pat your shoulder, and he'll look at Thott and say, "I am that."
Oh my.
He kind of, again, awkwardly pats Lena's shoulder, and he starts to walk over to Lily.
What's he doing?
He stands over her and sort of arranges her body in a more natural position. And you can see him close her eyes.
Is she dead?
You can do a medicine check.
Oh,
You're not sure,
god damn it.
but you can get a pretty good idea.
Okay. Oh.
He looks at you and he says, "I apologize, for I am not a real cleric of Palor. I do not have the ability to return her."
Nefmir steps over and says, "Well, at least she's probably on the same plane as Aaron then."
Yes. He kneels down beside her and touches her forehead and closes his eyes. And he opens them again and says, "Yes. It should come as some solace to know that she has passed to the fugue plane. It seems his was an empty threat. He had no power to claim her soul. Only Yergel could be capable of that, but he is bound by the pact." And as he speaks, you hear a rustling behind you in the trees over here.
What does it sound like?
Movement.
Okay, I turn around and look what's over there.
From behind the tree, a woman emerges. She has pale white skin and stark white hair that reflects the moonlight like a mirror. And Lena, this is her. This is the woman who started everything for you.
I don't think Lena's even paying attention. I think she's just devastated.
She notices all of you and smiles. "Oh, good evening to you all. I heard a bit of a commotion. Is everything all right?"
I would not call it a good evening. Most certainly not.
Yeah, everything's really not all right now.
And let's see. Let me pop her out here. Just so you know, it looks like that.
Is that an elf?
She has pointy ears. So she is somewhere down over here. And let's see. As she emerges from the trees, Yenben looks at her and you see his eyes kind of pop out of his head. He's bewildered like you've never seen. He is, "Leatrice? Leatrice Suncup, is that you?" And the woman cocks her head at Yenben in confusion, and then she kind of comes a little closer, and the first thing she notices is the earth torn up on her right, and she looks over at this devastated Lena, and she says, "Lena? My goodness, it's been ages. This would be, what, the third time we've met now? How are you, dear?"
Who are you again?
Thott! Thott, oh my goodness. Oh, and Nefmir as well. How lovely to see you two again. Last time I had any news of you, Thott you were dead. Long dead. Wait, is that Lily? this is how it happens.
Can you see the future or something?
No. No. This is our first time meeting. I see, I understand. Oh, how nostalgic.
Do you move through time or?
Oh, I suppose you could say that. And she looks over at Lena and says, so this is still the second time. Won't be long though, I think. And she begins kind of flitting around the group, and she's smiling, and she reaches you, Thott. She reaches out to shake your hand.
Yes. Hello. I take it.
Okay. You take her hand and she shakes it happily. Says, oh, Thott, I met your daughter. Lovely woman. She became one of my helpers for a bit there. You told her all about me, but, it was very touching. But maybe next time... What's that?
I think Lena sees that Thott's touching her hand, and she snaps out of it and gets up and slaps her hand away.
Okay. She looks a bit taken aback. She says, Lena, what is it?
Don't touch them.
She kind of has this dawning realization. That's right. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense that you might not be very happy to see me right now. I'm very sorry about that. I won't touch anyone. And at this point, Yenben interrupts and says, Leatrice Suncup, that is you, isn't it? And she turns to him and says, well, yes, that is my name. Have we met already? And Yenben is uncharacteristically speechless. He's kind of moving his lips to speak, but having trouble deciding what to say. And he says, why, yes, it is I, Eogilder. But you've long since passed, Leatrice. I stood watch over you as your life faded. And she kind of furrows her eyebrows at this. Was it for something important? Was it bad? And he kind of softens a little and says, no, actually, you seemed quite content. You were quite old. And she smiles happily at this and says, well, that just sounds lovely then. That's very nice to know that I don't perish gruesomely. Probably. And Yenben looks like he's about to continue, but she turns her attention to Lena and then Lily's body and then back to Lena and says, pardon me for interjecting, but do you not wish to return her? The window is closing.
Yes.
Oh, well, please, don't let me stop you.
What do you mean, stop us?
Oh, not you. You can't do it, you silly goose. Lena.
Wow.
What?
What? Oh, goodness. Oh, I apologize. You cannot manipulate the wilds yet, can you? Come with me. And she goes kind of skipping over to Lily's body.
I'm gonna go with her.
She kneels down next to Lily and guides you to do the same. And then she's about to take your hands, and then she stops and she says, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine. You already did it, so it's fine.
She kind of smiles a bit, like, mischievously, and kind of goes like I did. And she takes your hands and she lays them on Lily's chest. And she says, so, she has left this plane, but there are not many who can do so without leaving a trail. So find it, follow it, let the veil part, and reach through.
I'm doing it?
Yes? How else will you learn?
Can you make sure that nothing bad happens?
I can try.
Please.
Okay. Why don't you roll an Arcana check? Okay. Let me
Wait.
get back to you. Yes?
This is an ability check. I'm gonna add a 1d4 to that.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think with that, you start to... Let's see. You feel a similar sensation at first as you did in your dream. You feel it sort of passing through this woman's hands into yours, and then passing through your hands and into Lily. And as you feel this sensation, it gets a little stronger, and you notice that your hand begins to press into Lily's chest, and that the reality around it sort of bends to move out of the way for you. And as you break through, this woman just sort of makes a squeal of glee, like, "Ooh, you're doing it! That's it, keep going." Do you keep pushing in?
Yeah.
All right, you feel the reality part, and you press further into her chest, and you find yourself sinking in. And she says, "That's it. Okay, stop. You've found her. You're in the right place. Don't go falling in. That would be extremely bad for you. Now, just reach out. Call her."
She does that? You mean like...
Say your name.
You take that however you wish.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'll just say, Lily, come back.
And there's nothing for some time. And suddenly you feel something grasp your hand tightly.
Great, I'm gonna pull it.
Okay. Give me a straight charisma check. Okay. You begin to pull on her, and you pull on something, whatever is grasping you. You grasp it tight, and you begin to pull back out, and it is hard. You remember that resistance that you felt in your dream when you were moving through places, and it's exactly the same. There is something pulling back on you. Whatever you have hold of in there, it's pulling back. And it is moving, but you're starting to reach your limit a little. It is too hard. You've pulled yourself back out almost, but your hands are just below the surface of Lily's body, and you just can't quite make it the rest of the way. Do you do anything? Do you just keep pulling? Are you there?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, I'll just keep pulling.
Okay. Like you keep pulling and it's still just stuck just below the surface. Like there's some kind of barrier between your hands and the surface. And Leatrice, the woman, watches you struggle, and she very gently and delicately lays her hands over where your arms are entering Lily, and she says, "Just let me help. Let's try together."
Okay.
When she rests her hands above yours, you feel a sudden rush of energy, and as that energy bursts from her through you, you watch from her back these large, purple, beautiful butterfly wings unfold from her shoulders and begin to sort of flit softly. And suddenly, you find that the barrier is no longer there. And this straining that you're doing, it's more than enough. And you pull yourself free from Lily, and whatever you're holding, it's not in your hands anymore. There's nothing there. But you go falling back away from Lily, and you feel this huge rush of energy bursting forth from where you had your hands in, and you feel it entering your body now. Would you
Oh.
roll a D100 for me?
Oh.
See. Interesting. You feel the energy bursting into your body, and it starts surging in the same way that you always feel. And you try to direct it, you try to control it, and instead it busts out of your body, and nothing happens. You feel it exit your entire body all at once, from head to toe. It just bursts out of you. But nothing seems to have changed. But the woman in front of you, she looks at you and she starts giggling maniacally. Like she cannot stop. She's just laughing and laughing and laughing. And the others there, Thott and Nefmir, you can't see very well because she has many layers of clothing on, but the skin that you can see, it's blue.
Oh. Uh-huh. Well.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. The energy dissipates. You feel that whatever you just did, that opening that you created, it closes. You feel that it closes. And Lily's eyes burst open. And she leaps onto her feet, and she's got a wild look in her eyes, and she looks around like all over in confusion. She meets your eyes, then looks between you and the woman, and she sees Yenben, and she looks concerned, and she sees the rest of you,
And Lena's blue, apparently.
And you're blue, and she looks back to you, and she says, "Lena," and then over to her and says, "Butterfly." And as she speaks those words, her eyes roll back in her head, and she collapses to the ground once again. And this time, Leatrice giggles as she drops and says, "She always did have lovely energy, that one."
Did I do it wrong?
What? No, she's fine. Did you not see? She's back to normal.
Well.
She's unconscious again.
She's not normally unconscious.
She's not normally unconscious, but it is a normal unconscious.
So,
I mean, have you? Thought, have you died yet?
I don't think so.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, spoil anything. I don't know how you die or when you die.
Uh-huh.
So don't worry about it. It happens. I'm just asking if you have, because if you've died, you probably know that when you come back, it's an ordeal. It's an experience, It's intense. It's intense.
I would imagine, yes.
Oh yes.
So
She's just probably feeling a little overwhelmed, and she'll be okay.
I look down at my face.
So,
They're blue, and I'm like, oh god damn it!
Leatrice.
Leatrice.
How many times have you died?
Me? Once? Just once. Well, I guess twice, according to that guy over there. Once that I know of.
I guess I can just. I was typing this. But when Lena saw that she was blue, I said, "A mild inconvenience this time, I suppose."
Yes, mild comparatively.
Uh-huh. So, tell
You-
me.
Well, Nefmir looks at Thott and himself, and Lena's like, just join the club.
Right. So addressing the woman, I'm going to say, so tell me, how exactly how did you get here?
She stands up and she starts wandering around, kind of aimlessly, and she kind of starts tapping at the air in various places, in sort of a tentative way, like sort of checking the air. She doesn't look back at you, but she starts speaking. She says, "Oh, I followed the stream. I came out in that big grass field over there and heard the commotion over here, and I assumed this was where I was needed, and then I found all of you and Lily, and sure enough, I was. I can't help but get the feeling, though, And she trails off and she taps the air again. And this time, when she taps it, you watch reality kind of flutter around her finger, like she tapped a pool of water. And she says, I knew it. That was fast.
I'm following her, and as soon as like her hand kind of like, as soon as she taps and it becomes water, I grab it and I say, we need to have a conversation.
She looks at you and she sort of takes in how serious you look, and she considers it, and then she smiles. No, you didn't know when I met you the first time, so I must not tell you today.
You know when I met you the first time, I was a child.
Oh, no. The first time.
Isn't she a child now?
Sorry, so,
Shut up.
when that okay, sorry, it gets a little confusing. The first time that I met you has not happened for you yet. So, you didn't know when I met you. So if I tell you now, that would change things. And that's, well, it's kind of inevitable. But I don't like to make the changes that I don't feel are necessary. So it won't be long. You'll meet me soon.
How soon?
I'm not really sure. Soon enough.
If I don't get this under control, more people are going to get hurt.
Under control? What do you wish to control?
I think she's talking about the blue thing.
Oh, the blue thing. Oh.
This isn't always
Oh.
good. I almost killed her, and I point to Lily.
Well,
It seems like she did die.
To be fair, she
You
was
did
a
that?
little reckless that time.
Not that time earlier. You weren't.
Wait, this is the second time that Lily died?
No, she didn't die. They were flying around and it turned off and they fell down.
I can't control this, and sometimes I hurt people. At the very least. And then she just kind of stops.
At the very least?
At the very least, you could fix my skin.
What's wrong with your skin? Oh, the blue? The blue will be fine. It'll
Not
go
that-
away.
You must know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea.
I think she'll pull down her veil.
Oh, goodness. That's
You-
beautiful. Hold on a second. Let me... I don't think I have this in here. Sorry, one moment. Dang, I do not. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Huh?
I'll put it in Discord. I'm just going to show the whole thing, okay, Kim? Kim?
Kim?
Hey, Kim?
Hello?
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. I said go for it.
Oh, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
It is in Discord.
Sure.
What did they see?
I guess maybe like to bring the point, she'll take off her sleeves as well, and there's just all sorts of like strange markings all over her skin.
Well,
Lots of pearls and waves. They don't make any sense. It's not writing. It's just it's like a tattoo, but it's not. Like you can kind of tell by looking at it, that's not just a tattoo that like someone did to her.
As you do that, and now it's also over blue skin as well.
Yeah, great.
So you pull down your veil and pull up your sleeve, and she kind of takes it in and says, "Those are absolutely gorgeous."
Lots of people don't think so.
Lots of people are very wrong.
Is that why you cover your face all the time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I have some, well, maybe not very welcome news for you, I suppose, but I didn't do that to you. I assume it happened after we met?
But
For you the first time?
they didn't meet yet.
Who didn't meet?
You and Lena didn't meet yet.
No,
She-
we've met.
She has met me once before. I have met her. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I did not do that to you. These
This-
things just kind of, as I believe you're probably very aware, the wilds, the magic, it kind of acts unpredictably. For me, it was this right here, and she points at her wings. So, I mean, I didn't give you those, and I'm afraid I can't take them away either.
You didn't. Did you give me these magic powers? Then? The ability-
Next time.
Because
And
this.
she pulls open the veil that was in front of her, and she says, one more thing I will tell you. One more thing. let's see, what was it? Let's see. Don't forget the librarian. It's very tricky. Beware its illusions. All you have to do is kill it once, though. Seriously, figure something out for the illusions. And then she smiles and she pats herself on the back and says, "Thank you, present me. I really do wish I can meet you all again. Good luck when you meet me next." And she pulls the reality aside, and this bright sunlight shines through this portal, and you hear men singing a sea shanty through the portal, and she steps through. And the last thing you hear before it closes once more is an abrupt end to the singing, and Leatrice saying, "Oh, good morning." And the night is silent.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if anything ever made sense. Maybe it was just always like this. I mean, you were a dragon this whole time?
Yenben just kind of like being called to attention, just sort of like clears his throat. Yes. Yeah. Speaking of which,
I guess I'm honored that a dragon would take an interest in us.
Yes.
Wait, does that mean that it was actually really filled with gold? I thought that was a dream.
What?
Wait, what did you say? You cut out, Kim.
Does that mean your room is actually really filled with gold? I
Room.
thought that was a dream.
Okay.
He like loses his composure and his head whips at you. He's like, "What? How do you? This is unimportant. At the moment, we do not have the time. We are in the middle of a forest. We do need to leave as soon as possible."
Yeah, I said a
What?
very bad lie on the way here. We need to go.
He
I'm not worried about that.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. He says, "So I would like to respectfully ask that you return to Windy Borough with me.
Mhm.
At the very least, I think it would be good for you to leave this area."
Any particular reason why?
Because I do believe that you got yourself in quite a bit of trouble. And then you broke out of jail.
Well,
Those guards are coming, Thott.
okay.
A Thought told them about you, though.
He just goes, he looks at Thott and goes,
Well, look, I didn't know you were a dragon, so they don't know that at least.
He just sighs and says, "We will deal with that when the time comes. But we can get to Windy Borough much more quickly than they can."
Can we take Lily with us?
I hope that you do, because I have rather exposed myself in her interest. So it would be good if that was not a waste and we did not leave her unconscious in the forest.
I'm
Oh
gonna go
boy.
over and try to pick her up.
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead and strength check that one.
I'm also doing this, so.
All right, one of you then can roll with advantage.
I'll do it.
Okay.
What?
I was joking. Please don't let me do it.
Yeah, don't.
Go ahead and roll it.
No,
roll it.
I'm
Roll
doing
it.
it.
No.
Strength save.
Oh, well, oh shit. Hang on.
That was a strength save. You gotta do it again.
There it
Just
is.
strength. Just
Yeah,
click the
I
strength.
know, I
There you go.
didn't- Oh,
Okay.
Jesus
Did a
Christ.
shittier job.
I think even with the two of you, it's a little hard.
Yeah.
And you pick up Lily. You manage between the two of you to pick up this large half-orc lady, and now you're standing there holding a large half-orc lady.
Can we get her onto my shoulders somehow?
I mean, you can try.
Okay, we try to do that.
Sure, go for it. That's a strength, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The two of you are struggling very hard to sort of arrange Lily over your shoulder so that you can start to move and carry her. And Yenben starts to walk away.
I'm gonna try and grab her by the feet.
Okay.
Kind of, like, it sounds like you each have her by a shoulder. I'm gonna try picking her up by the feet.
I'm trying to fireman carry her, so
It's going all right. But Nefmir can pick up the legs if he wants to.
okay.
Well, I mean, I guess he doesn't even ask. He just goes for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Strength. Do I just
Strength,
click on the strength?
Yes.
You do. Okay. You do a great job. You pick up the legs. You should have been the one fireman carrying Lily.
I'm the strongest one here.
Does that make it easier or harder for us to carry her?
It's fine. It doesn't change anything. I think it's pretty much the same.
And I guess we're gonna start following him.
You start to follow him, and he says, "No, stand back."
Yes. Okay.
And he glows bright yellow from head to toe, and that human shape expands rapidly and forms that of a dragon once again. And Lily, Lena, this is the first time you've seen it.
Is it the dragon from the statue?
It is. You can see that it has changed. It's not exactly the same, but you can see that it is the same dragon.
Oh, I guess I was expecting a portal or something.
He looks at you, and now his expressions are very hard to read because he has a hard dragon face. And he doesn't say anything, but his tail kind of whips out slowly. I should say unfurls slowly then, and it curls itself around Lily and just sort of lifts her off your shoulders like she was a feather. And he places her into one of his feet claws very gently. And then he kind of he puts his tail down by you and says, "I will be as gentle as I can, but find something to hold on to."
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay.
So are you all getting on this dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You all climb up the tail onto the back of this dragon, which is truly gargantuan. This is not like a one rider per dragon sort of deal. Like, scale wise, this is accurate how Lena looks next to this dragon on the sheet there. This is fairly accurate. His claws almost completely cover Lily's body. So you're going to need to do a bit of climbing. He lowers himself down as far as he can, and you get as good a grip on something as you can.
Is his hair soft?
It is.
Yay.
It's very soft, actually.
I secretly enjoy how soft it is.
It's not
And
a
it's
secret.
also-
We all heard it.
And it's also very warm. It's sort of a comforting warmth after everything that's happened this evening. He feels extremely comforting. Not just a nice warm body that feels good to touch. He's just sort of radiating a comfortable warmth.
Cool.
So everything that's happened is gonna help her relax a little bit.
Good.
I am not relaxed at all because I might fall off a dragon while it's flying and die.
I might fall asleep on a dragon and then fall off and die.
Okay, I guess I
guess
know who
if
I'm
you would like to
holding.
Nethmir's pretty amped. He doesn't really know why, but he's amped.
Yeah, why don't you guys do dex saves?
What?
You mean constitution checks to see if I fall asleep?
Well, first a dex save.
Dex save.
Save.
Okay, I'm really bad at those, you know.
Dex save. I'll use the last of my sorcery points to add. Can I do that for a save? Yeah, saving throw. Creature I can see. I use the last of my ability points, sorcerer points, to give Thott a 1d4 on that.
Oh, that's lovely. Wow.
Wow, and
Four.
it's a 4.
Look at that.
No more of that, by the way. That got drained.
Can I tell that she did that?
I was about to say, how does that work, Kim? This is the first time you've done it for anybody else. What happens when this massive dragon kind of kicks off the ground and he has to beat his wings one time very hard again to lift himself off the ground, and that initial jolt of that beating of the wing, it knocks you all for a loop. Nethmir, you've got a good hold on him, and Lena is barely holding on, and Thott starts to tumble. What happens that saves him? It's not like you would die, you just fall off a dragon.
I think, I don't know, just kind of like as a reaction, she'd kind of like reach out and maybe just like little wisps of like blue cold magic kind of like come out and kind of grab onto him a little bit and give him a chance to grab his, get a hold on the dragon.
Okay. So then Thott, what you feel is suddenly, as you are slipping and falling, you are grasping, reaching out for something to hold on to, and your hand suddenly feels very cold, and you, the next thing that you grab hard. Your hand like claws around it, and you are able to get a really firm grip on it.
I'm afraid it's the Lich coming back.
But you
This
can
is
like
cold.
see it. You can
So
see
can
it.
we take a bathroom break very soon?
Yeah.
We're done in
Okay.
just a second.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's just, yeah.
Just give me 1 second here. So, yeah, you all hold on to the dragon as he lifts off from the ground and starts to fly. And now the camera pans out as we watch the dragon and all of you flying off toward the moon. And then the camera pans up and zooms out, and the quiet, sleeping city of Crossroad comes into view. Just as the streets begin lighting up with commotion, city guards are running the streets with torches, alarm bells once again ringing as they search thoroughly for the criminals who have apparently escaped city custody. And that's the end of chapter 2.
I resent that label. We are not criminals.
Well, you did go to jail and then escape.
So?
So you're criminals now. Did
Jail
you break
is
out of jail?
Bad.
Hey, did you break out of jail? Hey, buddy, did you break out of jail?
Yeah, it's good to do
Oh,
that.
that's a criminal thing.
Ow.
That's a crime.
Apparently, we also broke a window.
You also did, well, he broke a window, but
Yeah,
you
we
went
didn't
through
do
the- You
that.
were complicit in the window.
Exactly.
Fuck that window.
Complicit in the window.
Fuck that window.
Fuck the window. Sure, and it's just some fucking bureaucrat's office. Like, fuck that guy
Basically.
and his nice window
I
frames
mean,
that are
yeah.
ruined now.
As they're flying, Nefmir is just having a conversation with Thott, saying like, how much do you really value the laws and therefore your criminality of that town?
Yeah, how does Thott feel
Um,
about being an actual criminal now?
Yeah. What's the word?
I don't know.
Um. Indignant.
Indignant?
I
Do you
guess.
feel upset that you have been thrust into this criminal role?
No, he's mad that he would be labeled a criminal because, if anything, he fixed a problem
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
they misjudge him, and he was wrongly jailed.
Yes, but then you did break out, so that was a crime.
Okay, but he
Just saying, you
doesn't
did
care.
do a crime.
because it was a crime to put him in jail in the first place.
I see.
So there you go. He's still
Okay.
mad. He's still mad about that.
Okay.
Like he
So
went
it's
in there and helped everybody, and then they were like, "You suck," and he's like, "What are you talking about? I fucking saved you basically by killing this weird eyeball thing."
Mhm.
Kind of. I don't know.
I'm
really.
imagining at first like Thott kind of like explaining this very like a little bit unsure but calmly and coolly to Nefmir, and then as he's talking about it, it turns more into a rant about like, I did them a favor.
Basically, yeah.
It's good.
The last thing you hear as you fly off into the moon rise is Thott yelling, "All cops are bastards!"
No, that would be Nefmir.
Yeah, we hear Nefmir explaining to Thott that all cops are bastards.
Right, and then Thott being like, "Well, I don't know. Some of them are probably good, right?" That's what would happen. And then Nefmir would shake his head and just be like, "Oh my god." Oh yeah,
Anyway,
there
that's
you
it.
go.
Good job. Good job not dying. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay. Good session.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
God damn it.